to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will put it away to start this one. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UCF's offense will go on the attack first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Give to the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
With jet sweep pass. Boom. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work, making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this.
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't jump. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to pass. It's Beverly. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Wade. At the 40,
offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Beverly. Under fire.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Back's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll go back to the ground. Breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beverly. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's really good third down defense. You've given up some yards, who cares? Down here, right near the goal line, you bow your neck up, you force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. On the net, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Beverly. Fires to the tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires complete on the crosser. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arizona.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
The Knights will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Back to throw, it's Beverly. Got a man, it's McNabb. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. Trying to take it back. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by just 1 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Beverly. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Mayo. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Beverly. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown, Knights. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Beverly. It's complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw again. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's McNabb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the 1st down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love him to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in game. To the air on 1st down.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Arizona right back to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket breaking down. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, UCF! And the pummeling has started. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Got the 1st down, looking for more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beverly. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's McNabb. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.